everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're reacting to Gordon Pops In because apparently the Attack of the Railway Pirates are in 2 parts, so we're going to save that one for Saturday. So it's going to be the second one first and the first one second. So yeah, that's a little weird how to do this, but you know what, that's okay. And you're going to see some changes in my reaction videos because of what I've learned in school. Now, I'm working on some of the details to make these changes happen, but don't worry, I'm still going to be reacting and doing my very best, and I hope just maybe one day, you know, maybe I'll be able to one day become a content creator for YouTube, get paid to do it, because that's one of my dreams is to do that. Anyways, enough talking, let's get started.
Longer needed snow plows, they still had to be careful about the ice. Of course, the roads had it much worse. Oh!
Ouch.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, my stomach doesn't like me.
Not as much as my passengers' bums.
Ouch.
Ah, well, have a nice day.
Ah! Payback!
Oh, botheration! Ha! Talk about pure karma.
I don't believe in karma. I honestly
Gordon was
don't.
especially trying to be careful. After his mishap with the snowdrift on Christmas Eve, he wasn't
my
about
stomach
to
hurts
get
from
into
laughing
another
so
mess.
hard.
But his trains were often delayed due to the
Not laughing hard from this, but I was watching some TikToks videos earlier and I could not stop laughing at this one video. So my stomach now hates me for it. Anyways, let's continue.
weather, which he was not pleased about.
Of course
However,
not.
it seemed like his troubles were far from over.
Well, obviously.
Oh, come on, come on, come on! But it was no use. The rails were slippery, and Gordon was stuck. He would need a back engine, and Diesel was the only one nearby. Oh, no. Well, 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 what a shock.
Devious Diesel.
Another steam engine stuck on a hill? You get stuck pulling one truck up here. Now shut up and get moving. Because of this, Gordon
worry about
was
it
late,
later.
and the passengers were grumbling like usual. Oh, right. Blame me, because it's entirely my fault there was ice on the rails. Relax, Gordon. I know it wasn't your fault, and so does the Fat Controller.
Well, yeah.
How could it possibly get worse? Of course,
You never
Gordon
know.
wasn't the only
Ooh.
one having trouble. As he made his way along the line,
I've actually been in a car accident in the wintertime. I remember I was on my phone talking to a friend, and then I heard Dad say a swear word. I look up, and all I can remember is the car, Dad T-boned a car, and we were spinning. Dad got the car back in control, but I was just sitting there, like, in shock, because we were okay. We didn't have to go to a hospital or anything, but this was a couple years ago, and I remember Dad just looking at me. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And the thing is, it hit my side of the car, and I couldn't get out. And I'm like, "Dad, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here." Like, I can't open the door. I started to panic. So we got out of the car, and I called Mom to let her know what happened. And she's like, "Are you okay?" And honestly, it pushed me to a point where I didn't want to learn how to drive. But now I'm thankfully learning how to get back into driving. Thank goodness. But it was terrible. Like, the icy roads can do stuff like this, and you need to be careful, especially in the wintertime, because you never know what could happen. I mean, Mom said had we taken the Elantra, it might have been a whole lot different. I thank the Lord that my dad took the Mustang, and I thank God that he used a Mustang to save me and my dad's life. Like, I thank the Lord for that every day, because I don't know what would have happened if Dad and I were seriously injured. The firefighter did come to check on us and ask how we were doing. Of course, we told him we were fine, and my dad was talking to the other driver. They were okay, thank goodness. And yeah, it was just scary. It was really, really scary when that happened. And now even at times, there are now even times where I'm in a car, and if someone's being a moron on the road, and I feel like when we're about to swerve or someone's about to tries to rush past to get past us, I flinch sometimes, but I am getting over it. It replays in my mind every time. So, and this is why I'm scared to drive. But anyways, enough about that. Dad and I are both doing very well. Like I said, this was a couple years ago, but yeah, no, this just reminded me of that.
he noticed several accidents on the road.
I'm sorry.
Another one bites the dust, I guess. Who knows? You might be next. Don't tempt fate. Pah! All I've had lately are a
I'm
few
sorry if
minor
my-
slips. Nothing to
I'm sorry if my videos have been later. It's just school's been crazy.
worry about.
Oh.
Gordon would often wake up very early for his first train.
Well, yeah.
Often he would make a few boasting comments as his fire warmed up, though the other engines would often pay no attention as they were
Good.
half or fully asleep. I feel like this is going to be a good day. Even in the winter, I am the pride of the line. Yeah. Except for when you get stuck in the snow on Christmas Eve and slip on your own hill.
That's
Yes,
funny.
but I
That
didn't
is
smash
funny.
into a brake van and fly completely off the rails like you did all those years ago. You know, last time you boasted about my accident, you ended up in a ditch
Wind
the
down
same
time.
day. Don't tempt fate. That's exactly what I said. Will you shut up?
Ah!
All of us still require rest.
I like how James
Gordon's run to
yells.
Vickerstown went smoothly. He arrived at the stations exactly.
I like how James yells in these videos. One of my favorites is you guys will have to watch it. It's where the ghost of Alfred returns. My favorite scene. You know what? I'm not going to tell you guys because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but if you do want to see it, I think it's the return of Alfred's ghost. I can't remember the name of it. This YouTuber created it, but it made me laugh so hard because there's a line Gordon says, and James yells in every one of these videos. So let's continue.
But as he made his journey back, there was trouble. At Tidmouth, Bear was
Oh,
supposed to
no.
run through with the bear stopped
shoot.
right in
What the frick?
He
Okay,
arrived
there we
at
go.
the stations
That was
exactly
weird.
on time. But as he made his journey back, there was trouble. At Tidmouth, Bear was supposed to run through with the freight train. He was almost at the station when there was a loud cough and splutter. Oh, wait! Me mortar's spinning out! And Bear stopped right in the middle of the line.
That's
Two other tracks were occupied by Oliver and Duck, who would not be leaving for a while. Everyone went to go see what was wrong with Bear, but completely forgot that Gordon was coming.
Uh-oh.
If Bear was still running, he would have switched onto another line, clearing the line for Gordon to come through. Gordon was
This is
getting
bad, this is
closer
bad,
and
this is
closer
bad, this is
with no
bad.
knowledge of the obstruction ahead. The signalman finally realized that, but since all the through lines were blocked, he had no choice but to put up a red signal and switch Gordon into a siding. Unfortunately, the rails were very icy. There was no way Gordon could stop. Driver, danger signal! Gordon's driver applied the brakes and managed to slow him down.
what happened?
Not enough. Gordon slid helplessly
Oh, no!
on the icy
Oh, no!
roads. Gordon shut his eyes, slid into the siding,
I can't
crashed
look!
through the buffers, and ran straight into the station building. Gordon feebly opened his eyes and was staring
Poor Gordon.
literally face to face with the station master in what used to be his office. The two stared for quite some time until the station master finally said, I would have preferred if you had made an appointment. Now's not a very good time for you to, pop in. Gordon was speechless. It's a jolly good thing that I got up, or else I'd be dead.
Whoa.
I guess so. Fortunately, there were only minor injuries,
Ouch.
but the station building suffered heavy damage. Thomas, who had witnessed the
I'm just
accident,
glad no
cleared
one was
away the
killed.
coaches, and Henry arrived to take the train to finish the journey. Boy, this gives me some not-so-pleasant memories of when I showed up for breakfast in the station master's house. After Henry
totally
left with the
forgot about that.
passengers, Thomas helped to pull Gordon out.
I totally forgot about the breakfast situation.
The Fat Controller arrived and investigated. He spoke with the crew and the station master. We saw the signal, but we couldn't stop. The rails were too icy. Of course not. The question is, why were you sent into a siding instead of another through track? From
Yeah.
what I heard, there were two engines occupying those lines, so the siding was the only option. I see. Boy, this is a very difficult scenario. He then spoke to Gordon, who was still shaken up. First of all, I must stress that this was in no way
Yeah,
your
this was his
fault.
fault.
Thank you, sir.
Maybe the points
and
were
the damage
frozen.
to you looks very minor, which is a miracle.
Yeah.
The station, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's going to need quite a bit of money and work. There's going to be quite an investigation into this. Gordon's
just
repairs
doesn't
were
add
so
up.
quick that he arrived back at the sheds the next day. He felt very embarrassed and knew everyone would mock him. But the other engines decided to give Gordon a break.
Aw.
Cheer up, Gordon. You had no control of it. And remember, you're not the only one who popped into a room uninvited. Both
Yep.
me and Duck had that experience.
Yep, pretty much.
I guess that's true. But boy, I need to start being more careful about tempting fate in the future. It seems every time I boast, it brings bad luck.
You think?
Oh, please. Everyone gets a little too proud of themselves at
Sorry,
some point.
guys.
Your accident was just a coincidence. It's not like you tried to jam a turntable or break a speed record.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, regardless, I think it's pretty obvious that ice always brings bad luck.
It
The
does.
engines could only agree.
I agree.
Fortunately, the weather was only going to get warmer from then on. But the
Good.
Fat Controller was worried.
What do you mean?
Christ, the safety record of this railway is just abysmal. If we continue to have accidents this often, we're going to be in serious trouble.
What? Wait, what does that mean? Wait, see, Gordon's accident? Yeah, the ice can do that? But I had a bad feeling. I don't know why. But after he said that, now I have a really bad feeling. You don't think someone would try to sabotage his railway, do you? No, that's ridiculous. Why would someone try to sabotage the railway? I mean, honestly. But just what he said, you think? I mean, railways don't have this many accidents on... Like, we have a train station in Winnipeg, and there's a train track near where I work, and we rarely get accidents. You don't think that was planned, do you? Could it? Nah, I'm probably just losing my mind. I don't know, just how he said that, something's just telling me something's not right. Just the way he said it. I don't know why my brain went to sabotage, but I have learned through the past life that I've learned sometimes people will do anything to, you know, I don't know, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I'm starting to think that accident was not a coincidence. Like, all these accidents that have been happening in these episodes, I'm starting to think that they're not just accidents. I don't know. We'll find out in the next video, I guess. I'll see you all next time, guys. This is KBear101, signing out. Adios, everybody.